Fight for the back. Launch as well, just as out of clear as the plant gets ready to come through. Wingman setting that up. Asana going to be taken down a little bit low, but Busio noting the flank in from behind. Yet a J just constantly being read by the IGL here. Taken down, man advantage now there for the side of 100 Thieves as they look to close out this map. Out of captain here, but Busio still registering that there's going to be a second flanker. The push now coming through. Can't find the punish quite just yet, but still time ticking. And Zenith's just swinging in. Taken down, up, no value found whatsoever. Busio finds his mark, and that'll be the cleanup. A flawless to close out what was basically a flawless map.
So yeah, 100 Thieves absolutely destroyed FUT here earlier today. On both maps really, but we're going to take a look at Icebox. Look, I'm not going to fully flame FUT like I have done in some previous videos. I did think I might be able to in this one, but I'd be doing a disservice to 100 Thieves who played so well in this game. But let's dive into it. We'll start here with round number 3. We're taking a look at this Icebox destruction, and the first mistake, and we will be pointing out some FUT mistakes in this one, but the first mistake that was kind of a consistent theme throughout, as we will see, is we're going to get in this first round here, Astra is going to farm his ult up, right? And he's going to get a Gecko ult online in a bonus round. They're also going for the Cryo op round 3. And basically, between these two things, it's going to win them a bonus round, right? And this, to me, was FUT's first big mistake. Like, again, if this is a one-off thing, like, okay, maybe that's fine, even though it is to get an ult in a bonus round, so, you know, maybe you should be playing around it a bit more, you should be more aware, but you're going to see that this happens consistently throughout this game, right? This is something that happens a lot, and a lot, and a lot, and they never punished it, really, which was a big problem, because it's not like they don't have a comp that can punish it, right? You know, whether it's an updraft fast jet play, whether it's the shock darts, and, you know, the Viper Snakebite, which is the most common way of stopping it, right? Like, they have agents that can stop it. It's not like they're playing a comp that can't. So yeah, it was quite annoying. The second thing, and this is another common theme that we're going to talk about, I don't remember a team playing this aggressive in B main, maybe ever, right? Like, really, honestly, I can't remember a team playing, like, consistently. Like, if we look at the map now, you're going to see this a lot, okay? And you're going to see it work a lot. Because FUT had no answer for people being aggressive here, right? But it didn't matter who was here, whether it was Bang on his own, whether it was Bang +1, it did not matter because he was just constantly, you know, finding these kills in this spot, and they were constantly just being aggressive, right? Now, if we take a look at actually what happens, if I just roll it back actually 5 seconds, they actually send a dart here, right? So we've got Yeta snuck up, right? He's snucked up. Snucked, is that a word? Probably not. But he's got up, you know, kind of behind the box here, just by the wall, and then they send this dart over towards B, right? And Busio, I think, is going to get revealed and shoot the dart. So you get an idea that someone's in this general vicinity, if you are Yeta, right? We're against a bonus round here, but he's just going to make the choice after that dart gets destroyed, and maybe he hears the reload and thinks that he has this timing, right? But then that happens. Right, so obviously not a great start. But then as we run this round forward as well, you'll see they then put the turret here. And I just want you to look at how, like, again, it's classic 100 Thieves. Very aggressive, right? Very aggressive in taking this space, as you'll see in just a second, right? You look at Busio now, right? The orb drops in mid. And so now he's taking a look at mid. He sees nothing here, right? And FUT are slow here. Right, they are slow. They perhaps think that, oh, this is Busio and he's just going to run back here and they're going to be scared because we sent a dart. So, you know, they're going to be pushed back on B. But that's not 100 Thieves, right? You aren't playing a passive team. This is an aggressive team, as you can see, on their bonus round with nothing to lose, right? And look at how they play, right? Look at how deep we are straight away. So we obviously get the correct idea here that this is going to be an A hit. And whilst no one is on the A site, just take a look as, you know, FUT, again, are really slow here, right? They are really quite slow at kind of doing this to the point where, you know, we start to really push up here with Busio. And they're slow enough to where then, you know, we get supportive utility creating a bit of delay here with this dart. And so, again, that delays FUT a bit more. And now you're going to get this Gecko ult, which delays them again, because obviously you don't want to go into a Gecko ult. And so we just have, like, no time. We don't have much utility. And so we're just going to end up, you know, swinging in here against this op. 1, because we gave them this Gecko ult, and 2, because 100 Thieves are a very aggressive team.
They're back Rafter, Cryo holding it hard, angle. Dash at the ready. The Thresh trying to lead, but there's the ping off that recon. So let's go ahead. Earns the tailwind, but time is dwindling. 25 seconds remaining, and there's the shot. CNED going to be taken down first and foremost. The repeat from Cryo. Finds himself a second. Can't quite align for the third, but damage is still dealt. It's just out of captain all on his lonesome. As he scrambles to find a weapon to find the spike.
You see there how the delay was caused by that Gecko ult. Even when the dart did reveal where Cryo was, just that delay of the Gecko ult then meant that they had to pause for a second and then go back into an AWP, you know, dry swinging into an AWP, and the spacing wasn't great, but we'll get to that more as we go on. But now let's take a look at round number 5, where again, we're going to see this B main aggro, this time with the AWP, again, destroy FUT.
For this squad on their map pick. And again, it's just going to be orb collection here from Asuna. Playing Pac-Man. As, quick pick. Mr. Fallen able to avoid that. Clear out on the drum, but now Bang out in front, but he still finds a shot. Seen that taken down now. Mr. Fallen dead as well as Cryo with that covering fire. Finds the eliminations, and it's just time and time again. 100 Thieves. Not even giving FUT the opportunity to fire off any shots. Swing over the corner, Cracks will finally find an elimination here. Pop Flash going to be sent. Cryo tucks back, but Green Peaks finds the shot.
Get used to this, okay? Get used to what you just saw, because, I mean, I'm not even going to show you some of the rounds where it happened even more, right? There was more of this than we showed, but, I mean, just again, we get the farming of the ult orb, right? Like, not great. But just, I mean, this requires, I mean, obviously Cryo shoots the drone for him, right? And so it's a nice, like, bait setup straight away. They get lucky here, FUT, though. I mean, I don't know what they're doing here, really. You know, he could die there, Mr. Fallen. He gets lucky that he doesn't die for that swing just there, right? That's not good, what he just did just there. But now it's a nice bait, right? Because you think, like, oh, this is the AWP. It's alone. So you're not expecting maybe a second guy to be here. But, I mean, once this dart reveals where Bang is, I mean, there is like no world where you should live in this scenario, right? Where the dart is going to force you out. You're going to have to be moving in position just here. You're surrounded by enemies. There's no way he should survive, you know, until it's only one guy left, right? This is unbelievable. And Bang was on it. I mean, his crosshair was in the right place every single time. Right, and I mean, it's one. And then Cryo actually gets the second for him, you know, on the deep support, so no trade is available. I mean, this is what I mean. That, yeah, sure, maybe it's not perfect by FUT, and you could say, like, you know, oh, maybe wait for your KO, you know, versus this up to, you know, flash and get the, you know, like, get a suppress going and whatever. Yeah, you could say those things, that's fine. Sure, cool. That all can be true. But this is what I mean, that, like, you know, most people die there, you know, and then the trade comes in as well, right? That if you lose that first fight, it's a different round. And then, you know, here in mid as well, you know, we just got Yetterjay kind of searching for something. You know, his teammates are dying all around him, so he just goes for it, loses his fight against Boostio as well, right? Like, they just couldn't miss at the start of this game. Okay, next one. Again, next full gun round, round number 7. In this one, they actually buy CNET and AWP. This time it's coming off a timeout here. So, you know, FUT were taking a timeout. You know, what were they going to change? And really what they changed is, of course, I mean, again, we're not even at the start of the round now. We're actually 8 seconds into the round, and Asuna still feels confident enough to come and take this ult up. Right? I mean, look at that. That is crazy. That is confidence right there, that we know you're not going to do anything. Right? And because 100 Thieves obviously are known as like an aggressive kind of re-clear team, you know, we talked about that earlier on. You know, FUT decided to just like, let's stay passive. Let's wait for them to, you know, kind of push out on us or something. But 100 Thieves, maybe because it's off a timeout, they either expect it or, you know, they're more of an aggressive re-clear team, really, you know, than a straight push out team. You know, they're not like Paper Rex or something, you know, so doing this didn't really do much. You see Bang playing in his normal position here again. And we're going to see some problems here for FUT. I mean, this one doesn't go as badly as some of the other rounds we're going to show in this one, but there are some parts to this that are just like really, really weird. Like, I mean, you know, again, this is like the first time in this game that, you know, clearly it was a plan for them to come and get Yetterjay up here, right? We saw that earlier on. This is like the first time in this game that he ever managed to get like this deep. And it's going to be like one of the only times they managed to actually get this deep and destroy this alarm bot, right? Which is kind of crazy, you know. And I will say, by the way, this was so big of a stomp, I don't think they planted the spike till like round 10 or something. You know, like, it was that much of a stomp. But we're about to see something very strange. So the call is about to come over, like, oh, we're going to do a B hit. You know, time is ticking down now a bit. You know, we're down to like 30 seconds. They're going to come and do a B hit, right? They're going to send a dart here, okay, that's going to land just there. I want you to take note of this dart. The Bang is going to be the one that shoots this dart, okay? This dart is going to reveal Boostio and Bang. Keep that in mind. These two are going to get revealed by this dart. Keep that in mind as you watch what happens next.
Just a scout at A, trying to find any kind of lurker there. Boostio going to be noted as the recon comes across now. Nullified is a 0-point hit. Flash up over the top, seen it. That aggressive off, able to find one as Cryo's going to be taken down, but J just plus forwarding in towards the site, ends up falling down. Still 2 players to try to hold it. There's just not enough time at the moment left in the bank as Bang collects himself a third. CNED now last man standing, but because of the op investment, he has to just pull away. So again, they run down the clock.
Not only do they get revealed by that dart, they also get KO knifed here, yellow. You know, so there goes the dart, right? It reveals us both. Okay, we know where you both are. We then KO knife, suppress both these guys. And yet Yesterday is just sprinting up here. It does make you wonder, right? Like, and they actually get the first kill in this one. As I said, this one doesn't go as bad as some of the other rounds do. But to just do that is this is crazy. Right? When you've been revealed. I mean, Bang can't believe what's going on, I'm sure. He's thinking, what the hell are you doing? And then from here, obviously, again, it's Bang just going crazy and, you know, just winning all these fights and doing incredibly well. And, you know, yeah, just winning them the round, essentially. Like, yeah, it's really good from there, from Bang. But, I mean, again, this was, to get this one-sided score, you know, it is a mix. One team's playing very well, the other not so well. Okay, very next round. This one is an eco. They still have the op in this one, but, I mean, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man, is how this round starts. And yeah, sure, it is an eco, whatever, right? This time they go for this dart up here, and then they actually start putting their turret here in B main as well to, you know, hopefully deal with Bang. But again, Bang just finesses Yesterday just here and, you know, finds the timing on him, kills him again, right? Again, we find that, and again, we don't see anything else. And look, Bang starts pushing it almost instantly afterwards as well to get them the idea that they're going to do an A hit here. And, you know, as FUT, again, you know, are going to get, you know, Silver darted and have to destroy it. And, you know, then they're going to start their exec off this. But now what they're going to do, I mean, you might be able to see if I come to this. You can just see it above my head here, the drone, right? They're droning out, they're going to drone them. The thing is, though, I understand we're in a 4v5. It's not a great spot. And also, you know, we do have an op this round that's hiding right here, right? That's, like, not going to be the first one in. It's not trying to get the first kill for us. Instead, we're, you know, lurking deep with a Sheriff first. And then again, right now, we're going to see we got a Stinger running up ahead of our drone, ahead of our op. Yeah, it's not great.
It's basically going to be contained to this A side, especially as the drone comes in over the top, able to spot him out. Asuna down to 6 HP, but still surviving. Cryo, quick on the adjustment, finds CNED. That's now the op lost another flawless here.
I mean, that is crazy, isn't it? I mean, so we have like our one weapon, right? We have one weapon for this round, really, you know, which is this op. And just so you, in case you're wondering, because you might have just, you know, missed it a bit here, but like, look, Actor Captain is ahead of this drone. Right, of where this drone is now, like, he's swinging now, you know, he's ahead of it. He's actually ahead of it. By the time the drone just catches the first glimpse, he's already out. On his own. No util. Just on his own. And so he dies to Asuna there. Almost gets a kill because he's using a Stinger. And then this is our op. Rough. Okay, now on to round number 10. FUT actually have finally got on the board. If you're wondering how they managed to win a round in this half, because this should have been a 12-0. Unfortunately, the way they won a round was they used KO ult, Killjoy ult, Viper's Pit. But now, as we take a look at the next round, they actually finally, for the first time in round number 10, managed to deal with this B main aggression.
In that round, just to get it over the line. I mean, even felt so pressured. Well, here comes another Fury.
Yeah, open up off the rip, but Bang gonna be taking down Cryo in a very forward position. Has to commit all the util just to try to exit. Push back away as CNED finding.
Well, yeah, we actually got a nice plan there. This is actually, you know, pretty good from FUT, because it's not just gonna be the drone here, right? Okay, they're being super aggro, but we're gonna drone from here, you know, with the Sova. We're actually going to dash across just here with a KO flash as well, right? So who would have thought that chaining different bits of utility together could be useful? I know, what a novel idea. But finally, in round 10, they did manage to get there, right? And it got them the first kill here. You don't quite see it on the normal screen, but you see the dash comes across here with a flash, gets the kill. He doesn't actually get flashed Bang. You can tell that by the lack of assist. So the flash doesn't actually hit them, but At least they were trying to put util together. I will grant them that one. You know, at least they tried. And then, okay, Cryo misses his shot. And then Boostio, you know, tries to replace and fill in. He dies as well. We're in a 5v3. So, okay, FUT, we're finally in a good position. They're back on the board. They won their first round using ults. And here's another round that they definitely win now that they're in a 5v3.
Push back away as CNET finding the follow-up. Boostio take it down. Little jump peek EU well back here at Snowman. Able to find 2 kills. And Cryo gets Mr. Fallen. CNET does get himself a third. Keeps it a parity here. Avoids death at the hands of that Mosh. But he's down to 6 HP and Cryo on the hunt. Push up, right click, quick to deal with him. Now J so far off the mark. Wants to hold on to the operator, it seems, but there's just no way for him to get back into this one. It was a solid start for the side of FUT. Looks like maybe they would be able to get that follow-up. He does put Cryo down, but again...
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, again, I don't really understand what the op is doing. You know, we're in a 5v3 at this point, but I mean, like, okay, J's just back here. I mean, he has an... I don't really... I'd love to see his POV here. What's he... He's just, like, waiting for this push out, I guess? That's what our op's doing? I mean, you know, like, okay, we won this B main fight. The plan here, you know, was good. And that's what you're doing? And then whilst that's going on, you know, we just get this fight of EU, you know, just one by one, you know, just going out there one by one. Eventually they find the trade, but then Cryo finds one as well. And then, I mean, you know, CNET actually does fairly well here to live, right? Because he's in a lot of danger there. He does well to at least give J even a chance. But then as CNET is fighting for his life, we're going for this, you know, lineup as well here that I think misses as well, right? So just a real, like, we had one good part to this round. And you see that, like, that's J putting off this Nano Swarm. You know, I mean, it's already way too late. And obviously it's a wingman as well. So it's like, you know, you've probably lost the round anyway at this point. But yeah, tough one for FUT. And then let's finish it with round number 12, where, I mean, 100 Thieves make it look effortless.
On these executes, things like that are just being really well shut down and accounted for by 100 Thieves. Another Hunter's Fury here for Mr. Fallen, just going fishing.
Oh, he's realistically going to find a CNET as EU massacres them. The one tap for the third, and it is just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, pretty insane there by 100 Thieves. But if we take a look at this round, yeah, there's still some problems here for, you know, FUT and the way that they did this. I don't love this, right? Like just the Sovereign off the rip. You know, whilst we've still got dart, could you not, you know, do a dart as well? You know, a little bounce dart on here, you know, onto 410, you know, they're revealed, you know, ulting them at the same time, everyone's scaling in, right? Like that would, you know, probably be slightly better, you know, if we change some abilities to get that. Also just the timing of, you know, when this ult is going off or when people to actually reach the site, because, you know, we are ulting here, you know, kind of before these guys are here, right? Like those guys aren't actually, you know, there. And obviously we see that because EU is able to avoid the Silver ult here and then reset his aim and still kill 2 people, right? Whilst this is going on, though, we're also going to get Asuna. He's just flashed, right? So he's just sent out his Dizzy Flash as well. So that's actually what I was initially wondering, like, what's Atta Captain? Like, you know, CNED's looking this way, but Atta Captain is just going to run basically into his bullets. But it's because I think he's looking at a flash that's going across here from Asuna on the Gecko there. But obviously, I mean, again, it's just so clean. And this is the thing. A lot of this game, it was Bang, it was Cryo, it was... I mean, it was everyone, to be fair, but this was EU's moment as well on this last round of just incredibly everyone dialed in, locked in. I mean, that shot, just like always crosshair level, right? Look at that, man. It's like that is like a robot aim right here. That's insane. And yeah, it's just 100 Thieves. It looked very good. And I mean, FUT didn't ban bind as well, which is a whole different mistake that I won't get into right now. But you need to ban bind against this team. You know, and Gen.G will ban bind against them, I'm fairly sure, because they ban for opponents. So at least Gen.G, you know, have a chance in this one. But 100 Thieves, they looked insane in this game.